What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Flipping Computers Until I Buy a Bitcoin challenge. Or sorry, buy a Bitcoin incrementally, because we're just doing it as we go. Anyway, I had somebody hit me up and they want, I showed them what I had, you know, like computer wise and stuff. And they were like, I really want a white one. And I'm like, I actually got another white one. So I just need to plop this one together. They said they're on the way. They would prefer an NVIDIA graphics card, even though I have a bunch of AMD stuff. And I was like, I have 5700s, 580s, even got a 6700 XT that came in. But as for like NVIDIA side, I only had, you know, 1660s, 2060s, 3060s. And they were like, I'm on an ultra budget. So I was like, okay, 1660 Super it is. So let's plop it up here and get it going. Oh, nothing like setting up your time lapse and then realizing you never hit start on the actual time lapse. What's up, buddy?
I have to go through it.
It's okay, you can go by him. There's a grasshopper in the garage and my son is terrified. Go, walk fast. There you go, walk fast. He won't mess with you. Grasshoppers are nice. He thinks it's like a spider. You can pet him if you want to. Yeah, so anyway, we're going with another tried and true X99 build. This has got a 12 core, 24 thread Xeon with 16 gigs of RAM. Is he running away?
Yeah.
Okay, he's running away. And then they wanted to opt for an NVIDIA card, so I have a Gigabyte 1660 Super. I believe this is a Super. Or it might be a TI, actually. 1660 Ti, which, heck, a Ti is better than a Super. So we'll get this plopped in, we'll get it installed. Also went with another 500 gig NVMe, and we'll be good to go. This is actually my last white case, I believe. So I definitely need to get another white case on order because I got a lot of black cases, but people love the white build. So yeah, I apologize for rapid firing off all that information, but I have this buyer coming. So for people that haven't been watching this series, what I'm doing is flipping computers. I'm buying, selling. I already, if you notice, have a ton of computer parts because I do own a small computer parts store. It used to be brick and mortar, but life happens and my wife ended up getting a really good job offer. So she went back to work and now I watch the kids. So I migrated everything back into my garage, which was a nice change of pace anyway, because everybody told me a brick and mortar computer store in like 2024 at the time, now it's 2025, it's never going to work. It's never going to work. And my sales and my services from brick and mortar were like less than 10% of my overall revenue. I was doing most of my sales online. Even local people were ordering stuff online because it's so cheap to ship stuff nowadays. You know, driving 30, 45 minutes, if you don't need it right that second, it's almost not worth it. So yeah, moving back here, I did end up changing some things. I haven't been doing computer builds and I haven't been offering services because I don't want people coming to my house. So now you might ask, how am I selling computers? I meet either at my local police station or the church. Both of them have like a designated selling area. That way the seller feels safe. Me as the seller feels safe. The buyer feels safe. It's like a designated spot. It's a win-win for everybody. The only issue, and a couple people have brought it up, is, hey, I want to test the computer before I sell it. So I have thought about setting up and doing some kind of like an inverter setup or something that I can bring with me. So that way I can set the computer up, for example, like on my tailgate. So I could, plug the computer in, maybe have like a little small portable monitor I could throw up so people could, turn it on, make sure it works, that kind of thing. It wouldn't cost me a lot to do that. And, as a buyer, it might offer them like a lot more, buying security or feel good. I don't know the correct word. A lot more confidence in it if they're buying it and seeing that they can actually turn it on. Regardless though, everything's been moving along nicely. I did take off some time for 4th of July, went and saw some family. So I lost out on some sales. Now that I got back, I've been getting the ball back rolling. The one thing I do have to say, if you're a Facebook Marketplace seller, and you're specifically trying to sell local, when people message you, they want it then and now. So if you don't have systems ready to go, like this one, me having to put it together, you're gonna miss out on those sales. Definitely. Small side quest. While I was waiting for the lady to come pick up that computer, my brother called and he has a grill to move. So it is Saturday. It's the day of making moves, right? Making moves. All right, let's go see how big this grill is. He can't get it by himself. All right, we're sweating now. I took a picture. It was a big old pit boss. We got it loaded up in his truck. I am heading back up. I just got off the phone with a gentleman that's got a broken laptop, and he wants to trade it for a graphics card. It's like an older Ryzen 5 laptop, he said. I was like, I could probably give you like a 570 or 580 for it. And he's like, done. He said it turns on and it runs, but the display's broken. And I'm like, so I could probably either fix the display, or I could just, he said he plugs a monitor into it. That's how he was using it. I was thinking, depending on what generation Ryzen 5 it is, it might be the 4-core or the 6-core. Maybe I just throw it on Varus mining or something, because those are fairly efficient. I don't know, but it seemed like, or I could put a screen on it and resell it. Options. All right, that lady should be here to pick up that computer any minute now. There we go. So the 1660 Super is in there. We're installing the drivers just so we don't have any issues. A lot of times people tell me, oh, I'm going to reinstall Windows when I get it just to be safe. And I think that's honestly a good option. It's too easy not to just install a fresh copy of Windows, but there are a lot of less experienced people that want to go ahead and just plug and play. So I try to cater to both. But yeah, wham bam. So I guess once this one's gone, I can focus back on getting this one up and going. Let's go meet this person. I think they'll be here in like 20 minutes. Fast forward. So, yep, I got blown off the other day by another buyer, and I don't know what it is with people. They're like, yeah, I'm coming, and then they'll be like, I'm on the way, and then they're like, I'm getting close. Like, they're doing this whole thing, and then before they get there, they just block me, and I'm like, does anybody else have that happen? I've had it happen like probably 4 or 5 times now. But regardless, a buddy of mine, actually, I was talking to him, and he said I need to check out or consider selling online. And I'm like, well, right now on Shopify or on like eBay, I don't know. And he's like, no, Jawa. Apparently Jawa has a deficit in lower end systems. And I'm actually looking on there right now. In sub $400, there's not a lot of systems for sale. But there's a lot of competition after $400. $400 and up, a lot of competition. So I think I could potentially sell some of my systems on here. I don't know. He told me to give it a try. He said he's bought some stuff off of Jawa before. I've never even used Jawa, so it's definitely it's a little new, but we'll give it a try. So this is me starting, you know what? It's gonna be in the next episode. Yeah, next episode.